Howdy once again. We are today, ULTRAVIEW just dropped the UV3 housing in the 31mm, I believe it is. We're going to unbox this scope and we're going to take off the XL off of my slider and install the 31mm. This is a 41mm. We're going to install the 31mm scope on my UV slider. It's the new one is a single pin, where this one is the 3-pin, and we're gonna shoot this other scope for tack. So I think that's gonna be the best bet for me, a single pin. You know, not judging yardage, shooting long shots at steel targets. So we're gonna get this unbolted and see how this new housing fits up. I have not opened this box yet. It just came in yesterday. So let's check it out. Alright, first thing we're going to do is use the quick break feature. Get this housing off so I can work with it a little. Come on, easier. Housing's off. That's such a cool little tool to be able to take your housing off quick and easy like that. Now I have to take my sight housing cartridge apart, right, to get to the mounting screw. This just comes apart like this. Mounting screw is, you can see it right there. Let's see what size that is. Not that one. Definitely not that one either. Probably this one. Okay, maybe it's not that one. It feels like it. I got a little bit of play in it, but let's see how this goes. It's in there kind of tight, guys. Let's see if I can get one that fits a little better. That one's not going to be long enough. Let me go in the Allen wrench graveyard. This looks like it could be it. That's it. Now I'm not going to be able to get enough leverage like that, so there we go. Got a little bit of Loctite on it, and I'm hoping she comes. Yeah, she's coming out just like so. There's my screw. Definitely had Loctite on it. I may put some back. So there's my housing. Slide the cartridge right back in so we don't lose it. Tighten her back up. Now we're left with our gear. I'm not sure of the technical term for this, but there's my my actual block, whatever you call it, goes here. This is my sight housing mounts, and this is my mover thingy, my bobber. Let's put this screw in here because I will probably lose it if I don't. So let's clean this mess up, get this guy unboxed. ULTRAVIEW is known for really, really cool packaging, and this one is the same as all. It's got this shrink wrap plastic stuff on here. Magnetic box. There she is. Single pin with a light. 19 thousandths pin, because that's what I like. I mean, I've shot the 15s with the SE housing, and I do like the 15s, but I feel like at times I need a little bigger pin. But it's the same features in this housing, which is in the old SE housing. Not the old, but the XL SE housing. You got a light, you got dimmer, you got brighter. My level light's on now, but dimmer, brighter, and you also have a level light. Same features and everything, but you can just see the size difference here. I'm gonna be able to run a much smaller Peep with this, and I'm going to, compared to the XL housing. So there's your difference between your housings right there. You can see there's a tremendous difference, and I'll be able to get a lot more clearance for arrows and whatever else with this. So let's get this guy mounted up. Once again, here's your Diz ring. Pop this guy out some kind of way. I guess it pops out. It does. I know it pops out, but I'm just not sure if it's any different. Any different than, I don't know, we're gonna wait on that. So first things first, we have to take our cartridge out. I'm going to cut our lights off. And these screws, I know in the past there were some complaints about the screws coming out, but now these screws, you loosen them and they just stop right there. So those screws cannot come out anymore. Pull your cartridge out. Boop. Here's your cartridge. My mounting hole is right here. So I'll take that same screw. I've been waiting on this guy to come out. I had a feeling it was going to drop, and I don't even have a sight tape on my slider yet, because I knew sooner or later there was going to be a small housing drop, and I wanted that for tack, and I didn't want to go back and have to change my sight tape again for going through a smaller housing. If it even affected it, I'm sure it would, but let's see, this is here, this goes here like this. Am I even in the hole? There we go. That's a tiny little dude right there, man. Jeesh. It looks so small compared to the XL housing. Tighten this guy up. That ought to be good and tight. Pop my cartridge back in. Tighten the cartridge back up. And that's it. Slide this baby back on the bow. You can see once again the housing size differences. Let me get my hands right. There's a big difference there between the two. I'm really digging this one. Get this guy mounted back on. Just like so. Back on, and wow, it looks, after being used to the XL housing for a while, it looks kind of weird to my eyes, but I really like it. especially for tack. Come on, focus on the sight, not the cables. But it really looks good. It's going to be slick. Going to be able to tone this Peep down and make some very good shots. I'm either going to go to this is a 3/16. I'm either going to go to a 5/16 or possibly an 1/8. I have both of those. I didn't want to go with the Hamskea Insight system because I wasn't really sure on if there were problems with the apertures coming loose during shooting. I don't know nothing about them, so I stick with what works for me. The housing, it looks super sick on there, if I do say so myself. Just that small housing. You know you can get a lot of yards out of that. It's just going to be wild. And I may, even though I got the 3 indicators right here, and I can take these 3 indicators off, if you can see that. I can take these 3 indicators off and just have one, or take 2 of them off and have one. But I may set it up to where it's on this side, being only have a single pin, and I have a little pointer right here. I may do that for tack. But I'm very excited about this. I've been waiting. Can't wait to shoot it. And I can finally get a sight tape on this guy now. We may do that in a minute. I'm going to change my Peep out because this 3/16 is going to be way too big. I'm going to, let's do that now. Let's change it out now. Now. So what do you think? 5/16? 5/16 or an 1/8? I'm gonna try, I think it's an 1/8. It might be a quarter, not an 1/8. I'm sorry. It's a quarter. It's definitely a quarter. I'll show you the size difference. You can see it. This is a 5/16 and this is a quarter. So you can see there's a good bit of difference there. I'm going to probably shoot towards the quarter. Try it out and see with this small housing. I've never shot a 31mm housing, so I've never shot a Peep that small either. But that's what we're going to do. So let me get this, pop this 3/16 Peep out, throw it to the side. Hopefully don't have to pick it back up until hunting season, and get this small Peep installed. Very sharp blade here. This part always makes me kind of nervous. And also what you don't want to do too is try to keep that razor blade off this aluminum, because if that razor blade catches the aluminum of the Peep and it causes any burr or anything in that Peep sight, it's not going to do anything but cut your string as times go by. So keep the razor blade off the aluminum and don't cut your strings. Looks pretty good right there. Make sure all my strings are in my little groove, and they are not. Strands, not strings, I guess. That looks good. Okay. Yes. Yes. That's a tiny little dude there. Before I tie it in, or before I tie it in, I'm gonna draw back with the small housing and just see how it looks. Make sure I'm good, but before I marry it, I'm going to go outside, shoot it in some bright sun, because you know your Peep's gonna change between cloudy and I don't even know where my release is at. Whew. Where's my release? I'll be back. Voila. All right, grab an arrow just in case catastrophic failure happens. Draw this back just to see how everything looks. That's perfect. For in here anyways, I'm going to have to probably gonna have to go left a little bit and adjust my left and right a little bit because that housing is sunk so much further in. But that does look very good to me. That is the UV3 housing, 31mm housing. I really dig it. Same features as the XL, like I've said, but it looks really good on the slider there. I look like I know what I'm doing. Also, got some Vegas targets. I'm not excited about shooting them, but we're going to start doing some of that. I really would like to get a target bow, and I really would like to get into it, but my problem is if I like to do something, like if I fall in love with target bows, I'm not going to want to shoot this hunting bow. That's just how my brain reacts. I'm just going to target, where now I'm pretty much hunting and, you know, 3D and messing around and doing some stuff like that. But I mean, I could set this up for target, I sure could, and may end up doing that, but it'll be a few days down the road before I do. But we can finally get a sight tape on this sight. We may do that in another video because today's kind of breezy and I just want to make sure everything's right when I do it. But that's it for that. Thank you guys for watching. This is the UV3 31mm once again with just a regular hunting kit, 19 thousandths pin, and I'm ready to sling some arrows through it. It's a nice tight small housing. I cannot wait to do it, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. We got the bow giveaway coming up in a couple days, so that's that. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you on the next one.